What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome again to the Wrestling Wire. I am your host, Ron Emerson. Without me tonight, no co-host. I don't have a co-host this evening. David Estacado is actually getting ready for a big thing coming up this week. I'm sure we'll be able to ask him about it next week when he's back, if he's back, I think. But we'll be sure to check in with him. We've got some guests lined up for tonight. We're going to be talking about a couple of different shows that are going on this weekend, and they are, um, they're going to be talking about a show, at least one show this weekend. I've talked to a bunch of people today, been trying to get things straight and trying to get the ball rolling because we had guests and a whole show lined up, and something happened and somebody had to cancel, and thoughts to them, with their situation that's going on. Uh, but we just need to get we're trying to get scrounging for content at the moment, so I'm just going to talk about some WWE stuff real quick um, let's see, before we get into our guests joining the show, and we'll go from there. Let's see, you got a comment. What's up? Good to see you. Got a question. What do you think of having two night PLEs this year? I mean, I'm fine with it. Um, so I I'm always good with it. The two night PLEs. Uh, and to the person who sent me the text, if you're looking at me, I am literally laughing while I'm sending you the message back. Uh, um, yeah. Uh, just just know I was answering this text. Anyway, so back to what we were talking to. Yeah, totally good with two nights for two PLEs. It doesn't bother me. Mania weekends normally a blast. What was the other one? SummerSlam, two nights of SummerSlam. SummerSlam was huge, so it was worth it. Um, was it? Was it SummerSlam that was 2 nights, or is it going to be SummerSlam that's 2 nights? Um, that's kind of the kicker here. Uh, what I do know is we are officially getting CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins for a triple threat match at Mania. Now, some people have already said, "Oh, what if Ambrose showed up? What logic would that make?" I don't think he can. I think he's under contract. I don't think it can happen. Um, there's been a lot of weird talk about Lex Luger and his Hall of Fame with wanting Sting to induct him. Uh, but like, I don't see what the big deal would be. Uh, um, anyway, gotta put my phone down. Keep getting messages. Listen, I think it's odd that WWE reached out to Sting, and of course Steve Borden would want to do it. However, the other company might have an issue with it. Hmm. I don't know. The way people jump back and forth, from one ship to the other, I don't see what the big deal is. If they're paying them, and it's not like Sting is an active AEW guy, but if he signed that Legends contract, I guess there's a thing. I don't know what it would be. Like how does that work? Um, I don't know how that works when it comes to them. But yeah. Let's see here. I don't think it's going to change your way of predicting comes to having a 2 night SummerSlam. I mean, maybe it. We've done it for years since we were able to. Let's see here. They've done it for the last couple of years with Mania. Anyway, 2 nights, and we were always able to do predictions, and it was just fine. It just makes for a longer prediction show, really. Um, that's pretty much it. And yeah, the glare is kind of weird tonight on the camera, so it is a circle light around the actual camera eye, and so the glare is just kind of funky. I'm seeing it now, and it's weird looking, but it's also because I don't have my lights on in this room. Um, no big deal. Not like I need them. Let's see. Everest isn't showing up. Yeah, no, that ain't happening anytime soon. Let's see here. Uh, let's see. That CM Punk spot is massive. So what else we got? Cody and Cena are still talking. It's what John is saying is really getting heat, but it's more so it's not bad heat for people in my age demographic. It's just okay, yeah, he's doing a solid job as a heel. But for the kids who don't understand and didn't get it and don't get it, it's a whole nother ball game to them. So WWE is really towing a tight line on that one. It is weird that Rhea Ripley and Io Sky are going to have a return match. Like, how is that? I don't get how they're going from 1 to 2. My only thought is now Bianca is going to interfere because she's the ref in this match, and that's what gets us to the triple threat. But even then, how's it going to go when? How do you get there from, or where do you go from there? Is going to be the question. Do you give Io a short run? Io's not a bad wrestler. Do you have Io take the fall and Bianca win, putting the title back on Bianca, and now Rhea's chasing? Or do you have Rhea win and Bianca chasing? It's it's going to be a tight turn of events, for sure. How are you guys feeling with Cena and Cody? Is what I want to know. Like, where are y'all at? Do you think Cena gets his number 17, or do you believe Cody retains? Right. Rhea and Bianca will be fine without the titles to let some BS happen next week that leads to a triple threat. That's what I just said. Yeah. What? Triple threat and the SmackDown titles in a the SmackDown tag titles are already gone. Oh. SmackDown tag titles in a ladder match and Io Sky and Rhea and Bianca in a triple threat. Okay, now that makes more sense. I think it's going to happen at Mania. Honestly, I think it's going to happen at Mania. Um, a lot of people are saying the natural disasters being inducted into the Hall of Fame, but why not demolition, axe and smash? There that's a very very valid point in my opinion. I think that's a pretty valid statement. Let's see here. Feel like Cena trying hard to get people to boo him. Hey, I mean, I don't know about too hard, but I'd say he's trying pretty hard to get people to hate him. Really? I don't agree. I do not agree at all. I'd rather watch Naomi versus Jade than Cody versus Cena. I don't agree. I think it's going to be a very entertaining match. Um, Look at it like this. Imagine Cena trying to wrestle without doing everything he's done for 25 years to pop the fans. There you go. It's going to be wild to see that. I think it's going to be hilarious. Women's IC and US title need a Mania match. I don't feel like those titles compared to the women's North American title have gotten the best treatment. Hey, look, in all honesty, they've been doing great. Uh, Chelsea Green's been defending it quite a bit. And isn't it Lyra Valkyria holding the other one? So it's been pretty solid in my book, man. I you know I hope that they do something with them at Mania. And in all honesty, every single title in the company should be on the line Mania weekend. It doesn't matter if it's NXT, Evolve, whatever. If there's a show Mania weekend that WWE is at, that should be like their big blow off show for everything. I really do feel like that would be the way. Um, let's see here. Obafemi and Caution Von Evans, the NXT Heritage Cup. Um, I got to answer. Actually, I'm going to answer this from my phone so you don't have to see my hands going crazy. Uh, Trying to type. I'm just trying to answer like three people at one time. It's kind of ridiculous. Let's see here. Stephanie Bakir defending both NXT Women's title on NXT is impressive. Didn't care for her before, but after Tuesday, I'm a fan. Dude, she was legit before she got here. I was already tuned in for her and Julia. I probably are trying to say, the other. Um, Trying to say her name the other way does not work for me. Like I don't know. I just can't do it. Stephanie Bakir is fine. Um, so I've been a fan. I think she's awesome, but it's just wild. What is the direction between Javon and Oba? I I have a very hard time seeing Javon defeating Oba. It's just it's a that is a David versus Goliath scenario in my opinion. Um, All right, so headset died dead in the middle of that for some reason. Weird. Anyway, and let's see here. Trick Williams is the leader of the Dark State and trying to go after Javon and Ova. Eh, I don't know. I don't know if I buy that one. I don't know if I buy that one. One thing I'm definitely looking forward to is when Jada Parker and Jordan Grace go at it. That's going to be freaking phenomenal. That is going to be excellent. Um, so that's about what I got for WWE. I was, I was just making some time crunch until some of our guests for the Indies showed up. So we do have our first guest sitting backstage. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Coco Buff. Hit the unmute yourself. There you go.
Ron, thank you for having me.
Hey, how's it going, man?
I'm doing good. Just got home from the gym not too long ago. Just chilling for the night.
Okay, so what do we got going on? I was told to bring you on air. I was contacted at 5 something this morning saying I got to have you on air. So, um if my phone goes off before 6 a.m., normally it's kind of dire. So what pray tell is going on?
So on Saturday, March 29th, which is like I said, this Saturday, Underground Carolina Wrestling is having Gas House Slam over in Gastonia, North Carolina. I will be challenging Trey Chaos for the ECW Heavyweight Championship. Main event match, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an exciting show.
Now, I do know Trey Chaos. I've dealt with him before in North Carolina. Uh is his manager still running around causing havoc?
Oh, is she ever?
Oh, yes, she ever. Yeah. I like I said, I've dealt with her before. Where are we at? Way up in like Conover area somewhere. But either way, so how are you prepared for this match?
So usually I take training very seriously. Also, I tend to study my opponents as well. Trey, Trey's a tough. He's going to be a tough opponent, and of course, I know is going to be Serenity's going to be a factor. So of course, I have to factor her into the equation as well. But nonetheless, I'm just preparing mentally and just trying not to put the cart before the horse here because I know it's going to be an uphill battle, but at the end of the day, I believe in myself, and I know I can beat. I know I can beat. I know I can beat Trey Chaos.
Okay. Now, there are multiple other matches going on. Do you know any of the other matches that are occurring this Saturday? And that's the main event.
So frankly, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is my second match with UCW right now. It's on my second match with UCW. So right now, I haven't really looked at the cards yet. I think the card got sent out this morning, which I haven't looked at it yet, but I'm gonna look at it before the weekend, of course. But only thing I can guarantee is it's gonna be a really good show for sure. So, but yeah, the card got sent out again before 6 o'clock this morning. So, but I'll look at it sometime.
Gotcha. Uh, so I've been working with, like I said, I was reached out to this morning, so I'm trying to make sure I've got as much information as I can. I was like, hey, brother, the person who reached out to me, let's see if I can recognize some of the people on this flyer. Let's see. I know Chad Colt. I know AJ Frost. We got you.
I see little Donnie on here. So there's a handful of characters I know from this show.
Yeah, yeah, those are definitely that's definitely some good talent for sure. But it's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be exciting time this weekend for sure.
Gotcha. And I know that there. Oh, yeah, I just got a message saying I just sent it to you. Oh, look at you go. So Kid Chaos and Cam Camden versus AJ Frost and Chad Colt is one of the matches. Because I just got an image from Luke Childers actually just sent this. And no, Tommy, I did not watch Speed this week. Let's see here. Got Little Donnie and Big Tim Brody. Okay, Coco Buff and Trey Chaos with Serenity. Yeah. $10KJ and Seth Burns. Fireball, Mike Levy, and Johnny Danger and AJ McIntyre. Okay. I know Fireball and Mike Levy as well.
Yeah.
That's definitely what 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 matches, 2 tag team matches, the Chaos titles on the line, the heavyweight titles on the line. Y'all got a lot going on this weekend.
Yes, we do indeed.
Now, strangely enough, there is one person I don't see on here. Huh. I was expecting to see somebody else on this flyer. Wait a minute. What does that? Nikki Chooch says, see you mooks soon. What does that mean? What, Coco, do you know something I don't know?
Your guess is just as good as mine.
It's a crime?
Misdemeanor, felony.
I don't know. I don't understand what is going on here. That's just odd to me. He says I'll explain it all in 30 minutes. Brother, 30 minutes. I don't know about no 30 minutes. I honestly do not know about no 30 minutes. But anyway, let's see here. How long have you been wrestling?
So I started training in 2019. Been dealing with some injuries over the years. Debuted in 2023. Started wrestling singles matches last year, and been going strong ever since. Right now, just riding my wave of momentum at the moment. So altogether, with training, I guess we could say, well, experience a little under 2 years probably with experience, but with training, maybe little under maybe 5 years probably, but experience wise, 2 years.
Okay. No, you didn't break my concentration. My phone would make you believe I'm the president as much as I get contacted. I just, I try to normally silence it or whatever, but I've got some existential circumstances going on at the moment. So trying to balance 3 things in this state, 2 things in 2 other states, and yeah, I don't. Oh no, and I forgot about Georgia. Yeah, I've got something going on in Georgia too. So it's just I'm trying to keep up with the show while keeping up with answering all these people. What's up, Scott Larson? Man, you got to check out. Have you seen what he's doing with the creator wrestler thing on 2K25?
Haven't seen what who's doing.
Scott Larson. So Scott Larson used to run hashtag Truth the Wrestling podcast. That was his show. Well, he does creator wrestling, and he's got like a wrestling federation show with a bunch of indie guys that are created wrestlers, and it runs on its own. It's pretty cool. You got to check it out. I know he was supposed to do a show tonight. I think he's doing it tomorrow because he was under the weather. Let's see here. So you've been training the last couple of years, and you said you just left the gym, so that's a good thing. I don't normally do the gym in the evening. It's too crowded. I normally go first, like they open at 4, so I'm normally there at 4 if I'm going that day.
Yeah, me personally, I'm kind of weird with it. Sometimes I'll do it before sunlight. Other times I'm there during peak hours, so I'm just there when I'm there.
Oh, I got you. I just go, like, that's the only for me, it's the easiest time for me to go because it's before my kids are up and leaving for school, and it's before I'm leaving for work. So it's like the only time I have to myself is when I get up at 3 something in the morning, and then when I, by the time I get the kids up shortly after 5. So that's about my time.
I get it. I respect it too.
Yeah. Let's see here. And I know that there's let's talk about some of these matches that are going on. We can go ahead and just cover some of them. So AJ Frost and Chad Colt teaming up against Kid Chaos and Cam Camden. That is AJ and Chad go way back. I know that they've known each other for 15, 20 years. They've wrestled against each other, with each other, around each other, and near each other for a lot of that time. I don't know much about Kid Chaos or Cam Camden. What can you tell me about them?
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know too much about them either.
Oh, okay. Hey, that is perfectly fine. Hey, man, look, I'm just trying to make something make sense. So that I can have this, have some information on, what I'm dealing with here, as far as these guys go. With those two, with Chad and AJ knowing each other as long as they've known each other, being on a team, I feel like that gives them an advantage, even if I don't know much about the other guys.
Yeah, that would definitely make sense. And you also said 20 years, right?
Yeah, they've known each other for 10, 15, 20 years.
Oh, well.
AJ's been doing this for over 20 years. AJ Frost has been wrestling for like 20 years.
That's incredible.
Right.
Yeah, that's most of my life right there. So, yeah, I get it.
Gotcha. That's about half of mine. Now, I'm not real familiar with Big Tim Brody, but I do know Little Donnie. I've seen Little Donnie. I've talked to Little Donnie a couple times. So those two going at it is going to be interesting. If he's anything like Big Donnie, he's tough as nails. So that's going to be definitely a interesting interesting matchup.
Yeah, I agree. It will indeed be interesting for sure.
Gotcha. And then Fireball and Mike Levy. Both of these guys are brutes. They're brutes and brawlers. As far as their opponents, AJ McIntyre, I have seen AJ McIntyre before, and Johnny Danger, I knew when I first got in 5 years ago. So I've known Johnny Danger that long. He was at the first show I ever worked. So it's going to be two younger guys versus two veterans in that tag matchup. That's going to be an interesting mix. Let's see
for
here.
sure.
We got a comment. Just finished the show. Coco, take us through your wrestling show day from when you wake up until it's showtime.
Oh man. So, well, it usually depends on where I'm. It usually depends on where I'm wrestling. If I have an hour plus, if I have an hour plus drive on the road, chances are I'm gonna wake up around 7:30 ish. Get some prayer in, shower and all the other good stuff. Go to the gym for about 2 hours. Shower again when I get back. Get dressed. Get on the road. And I'm most likely in the town I'm going to be in around 1, maybe 2 in the afternoon, probably. And from there, just go around networking, talking to people, especially getting to know the promoter and everything. Also interacting with fans as well, because without them, none of this would be possible. Then from there, a little bit of time goes in. I mentally get myself prepared. And from there, we just go out and have a show.
All right. A lot of guys are kind of weird about eating on show day. So where do you fall in that category?
Oh, so me personally, I always wait till after I'm done. I always wait till sundown after I'm done wrestling, and then I get my meal.
Okay, you don't eat much until after the show?
No, I usually don't eat anything until after the show at all.
Oh, wow. So you fast the entire day?
I do indeed.
Wow. Man, I couldn't imagine. That is crazy. With that being said, what's your diet like? You know, do you do a lot of water or Gatorade, or what do you do to stay hydrated throughout the day? Because you're not putting anything sustainable in your system. Like, are you drinking protein shakes to cut the edge off, or
So water, well, the water, Celsius energy drinks, and herbal tea. That's usually the only 3 things that you'll find me drinking. Other than that, I really don't put any other liquids in my body. As far as protein, yes, I will drink protein shakes here and there. Well, it's empty now. There's this Isopure that I got from the gym earlier.
Okay.
Is protein and hydration. Gives me the best of both worlds here. So that's really my protein source. But when it comes down to actual food, you're gonna find me either eating a ribeye, some salmon, or shrimp, or ground turkey with either avocado, broccoli, but yeah, usually I keep it moderate to high protein, and I keep the carbs fairly low.
Okay. Let's see here. When dealing with your after show, when you finally get it done, then what are you after? As far as food wise.
So usually, depending on where I'm at, I'm always trying to get some Mexican food of some type.
There you go.
Love me some Mexican food.
Okay. Let's see here. How often do indie wrestlers get to change up their attire? Now, what do you mean, like their ring gear? Because I mean, I know a couple of people that own multiple sets of gear. Um, or do you mean like the whole ensemble? Like if they were doing a gimmick change or whatever. That's kind of a loaded question, man. You got to be real peculiar about that. Or very specific, I should say. Shane, you got to be very specific in your question.
Yeah, now he brings it up. It's time that I started looking into getting some new tire myself. So
Oh, you're
yeah,
going to be going through a gear change soon?
yeah, just gonna get some new attire soon.
Okay. Boots or just like tights or trunks or what are we talking about here?
So tights, tank top, kick pads, tassels.
Okay. There you go. Okay. The whole thing. The whole shebang.
Yes.
Gotcha. Let's see here. Coco, what is your take on wiping your feet when you enter the ring?
So my take on it, me personally, I always wipe my feet when I enter the ring. It's just me respecting the sport. That's the only reason why I do it. I respect the sport, respect my opponent, and everybody who's come there before and after me. So I just do it out of respect.
Gotcha. Let's see here. Tell me, if you had to pick 3 opponents on the Indies right now, on the Indies, not on TV. Well, some of these indie stars are on TV, so I got to be careful with that. All right, not signed to a full-time AEW or WWE contract. Stars. If you had to pick 3 opponents, who would they be?
Oh, that's tough. Well, one of them for sure is Jackson Drake, so he's for sure one of them.
It's part of the Evolve line right now, or WWE ID and Evolve line.
Oh my goodness, Ron, you really got me thinking now.
Good. I need you to do some work here.
All right.
I'm lazy on my own show. I'm very lazy. I'm going to make my guests do the work.
Yeah, and that's smart too, because I mean, as long as it's working for you, I mean, that's really matters.
Yeah, you're working for me. You're making me money right now. Thank you. Yes, exactly.
But yes, Jackson Drake for sure. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to think. Another person I would definitely like to go against on the end is LeBron Cozone's another one I'd love to go against.
Oh, fantastic. Cozone is amazing.
And I have to say Andrew Everett.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
I've heard of him. And I believe I've seen some clips of him. I don't believe I've met him in person, or seen him in person. Cozone and Drake, yes. I know both of them. I'm a firm believer in what Cozone's doing out there at Firestar. 100%. Big time supporter of Cozone. I've seen some serious talent come out of that joint. I've seen some serious talent come out of a lot of places though. I've seen some great wrestlers come out of Palmetto. I've seen some awesome people come out of XWW's camp. I've seen decent wrestlers at the Asylum, or when it was the Asylum here in Spartanburg, um, or APW in Spartanburg. I saw some people come out of their training. I Man, where else? I don't know of any other big training runs in North Carolina. Not that, or not like that. Uh, let's see here. Now, three televised wrestlers that you would like to go against if you had the opportunity. Three
Okay.
current wrestlers on TV.
Okay, 3 current wrestlers on TV. Javon Evans is one of them. Now think about it. Yeah, Javon Evans is one of them. Trick Williams is another one,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go on a limb here, and say Seth Rollins.
Wow. Okay. Okay. That's definitely good. That's a good pick for three. On your indie side, one person, if you've never heard of him or never seen him, Mr. Everything, Roosevelt Andrew Conyers, is a guy you need to watch. He's fantastic as well. But that dude, he kills people in the gym. So I would be worried about what he does in the ring. He drinks like gallons of milk a day. It's weird. That part's weird to me. Because a glass of milk is going to send me out of this room. But this cat is drinking gallons of it a day. But definitely a guy you should look into. What was the other one? Oh, three legends. Three legends. People that are no longer wrestling and don't even have to be alive in this industry. You would like to mix it
Ooh.
up with.
3 legends. No. Oh my goodness. Ron, you got me thinking again.
Hey, good.
Okay, for sure, definitely Ric Flair, home state
Okay.
for sure of North Carolina. So, another one is Greg the Hammer Valentine,
Okay.
and another one. Ooh. Another one. Coco Beware.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
So Coco Beware. Coco Beware. That's a good call. You can actually still meet Coco. Coco Beware actually. Um he was supposed to be at a thing I was at in Georgia earlier this year? Oh, last year. Last year. Um what is your entrance music?
My interest music is New Level by ASAP Ferg.
Okay. I don't know it, but okay. Dude, I don't listen to much music these days. I listen to some, but not much, and most of it I listen to most people won't know anyway. Um, let's see here. Is there a move you are working on in training that you don't quite have down yet?
Well, right now, I'm currently working on my offense in the air, so I'm working on my aerodynamics right now. Working on crossbodies. Just trying to develop a bit of an aerial offense at the moment.
Okay, aerial offense. How did you discover wrestling, and who was your favorite growing up?
So growing up, I was watching wrestling with my grandparents. My favorite wrestler growing up was definitely Eddie Guerrero.
Okay. Eddie Guerrero is a definite star for sure. I'm gonna go with good guy, considering he's going up against Trey Chaos. That's my guess. You're a good guy, right?
I am.
There you go. Hey, look at that face. Look at that face. He can't be a bad guy. There you go.
I mean, just don't get on my bad side.
Hey, there you go. As long as you got the aggression behind it, we good to go.
Yes, because Coco can always become Dark Coco eventually.
There you go. Let's see here. Do you feel like having charisma is part of being a wrestler?
Oh, yes, indeed. Personally, I always carry this upbeat energy with me to the ring. Anytime I step out from behind the curtains, we're always from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye. So, yes, it's how I connect with the fans. And usually, once you bring that energy out from behind the curtain, the fans start to feed into it, and everything just amplifies and gets in sync. So, yes.
I agree. You definitely gotta have some charisma with being a professional wrestler because you have to be able to interact with the crowd. Some people have said, "Oh, they're gonna react no matter what." Yeah, they're going to react no matter what. This is true. That's not a lie. However, when you have charisma, you make them react more, and you make them react more vibrantly. Not just more as in, more people reacting to you, but you make that reaction louder, or you make it a complete vibe. So having charisma is definitely a big thing when you're in this industry. Let's see. That's a good one, Luke Childers. What makes the fans want to come and see you?
So, again, I always carry this upbeat energy with me, and I always try to keep a positive vibe with the fans and everybody, not just fans, but everyday people I interact with. So, and not only that, I'm always showing people that regardless of how hard things may be, just keep working hard, and eventually you'll accomplish whatever it is, whatever goal you're after. So I try to be a source of inspiration, if you will.
Okay, that's a good thing. And another question from Shane Odom: who would you compare your wrestling style to?
Oh, so my wrestling style. So my wrestling style, it's a bit of a mix between Dusty Rhodes probably and British Bulldog.
Okay, that's an interesting combination. So it's a powerhouse and a showman.
Kind of, sort of.
Okay. All right. Wait a minute. Why is okay? Do you know why Nikki Chooch would be commenting on here saying he'd see us in a half hour? Nikki Chooch isn't on any of the flyers here, and somehow Nikki Chooch has landed backstage in my green room. I know I sent the invite to you, and I know I sent the invite to the person who contacted me this morning, whose name is not Nikki Chooch. So I don't know how he got into my backstage. Somebody must have leaked the invite. Was it you?
I mean, it wasn't me. Was it you?
Okay. Of course, I sent the invite that you got. Okay, that was me. So all right. Let's bring him in here and find out what he wants. What is going on? What are you doing here?
Yeah, that's the question you want to know, right? So, me and Dave, and we've grown to be pretty good friends. I'm really upset not to see him here and having to look at only your face. Normally, David brings the fun, but how you doing, Ron?
Well, all right. So Estacado is busy getting ready for a big thing in North Carolina.
So am
And
I.
okay, yeah, but you live here. He doesn't live here. He lives in like the middle of Virginia somewhere in the
I
mountains.
don't want to live here. I wish I didn't live here, but yet here I am, being a big star and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Coco?
So,
How you doing,
so
Nikki?
what do you got going on that brings you? What brings you to the Wrestling Wire? What brings you here to my show?
Good thing I got a microphone, right, Ron? Ronald. I think we've known each other long enough by now for me to call you Ronald.
Yeah, we
Um,
have.
okay. So let's talk about Cavendish, right? Cavendish, it's got its flyer. It doesn't have Nikki Chooch on it. However, it was really missing some star quality, some star power, and I'm thinking of making some Mooks kiss the ring over at Cavendish. What do you think about that? Huh?
What do
Cat got
you?
your tongue?
What are you talking about? So
All
I
right,
just
shut
went
your
through the
mouth. Shut
match.
your mouth. I'm gonna tell you what I'm talking about. Nikki Chooch is going to be at Cavendish Brewery, and I will be in a match. I guarantee it.
Okay, well, I don't have the match that you're saying you're going to show up and be on. So
I'll tell
what are
you
you
what.
going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to storm the ring and demand a match?
I'll tell you what. First match going on, I'm gonna insert myself into. I don't care what it is. Then you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna win. Why am I gonna win, Ron? You should know the answer to this by now.
Well, that one I already know.
Come on, let's hear it.
You're wearing the ring right there on your right hand. You're going to hit somebody with that.
No, the answer is Nikki Chooch is a winner, baby.
Okay, there's that too.
Mm-hmm.
There's that too.
I say it like
I've-
every day. It's not
you know, I've been around you for what, the last 18 months or so. We crossed paths in a couple shows the last 18 months. I know what you're capable of. I know what you bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are less afraid of the Chooch.
Then what?
They're less afraid of the Chooch than they were the sin that came before.
You know, yeah, I'm starting to think I'm as hard of hearing as Bill. Did I just hear you right? Eh?
No, you heard me 100% correctly.
Well, guess what? 2025 is the year to instill that fear. You know what? I like respect, but if I gotta beat it into people, if fear equals respect, then that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make people fear me in order to respect me. And so when I tell a joke, they're gonna laugh nervously. Yeah, because they fear me. And if they fear me, they respect me. Otherwise, they know what's gonna happen. I'll wipe them out.
All right. Now, you're just going to show up and interfere, and Dale Blackwell says, "What's up?"
I didn't say interfere. I'm gonna tell you what. This is. I'm never gonna call this my hometown. All right. This is where I live, though. Okay. So right now, this is my residence. So in my residence, I got some people. I got good people. People that are going to pay good money to see Nikki Chooch. I promise you. And when those people show up and Nikki Chooch's music hits and these people get on their feet, guess what? I'm going to show respect. I'm going to do things the right way. And I'm going to get the win because I don't know how many times I got to say it for it to catch on, but I'm a winner. Tell him, Coco. Say something.
Well, Nick is a winner.
There
you go.
Okay. So let's catch up with this selfish Nikki Chooch stealing spotlights again from Matt Cade. Dale Blackwell says, "What's up?" The disrespect to NC knowing you can't hang with the Carolina crowd, Mook.
First of all, don't use my word.
And Christine Saucy Girl, this guy is an idiot.
Every direction, disrespect. What
You're
do I do to
catching-
you people?
You're catching it from every side right now. Oh, and by the way, somebody loves the gingerbread man pillow.
As my wife, you know, she's in the Christmas spirit 24/7. Check out, she's still got the tree up.
So even at home, you get no respect. I get it.
No,
I
no.
get
What are you talking about? I get no respect at home. What is that supposed to mean?
Oh,
Of course,
why
I
is
get
the-
respect at home
Why is the tree still up?
because she likes it up. I like my stuff. She likes her stuff. She likes her Christmas. I'm not gonna break her nut balls. All right, Ron. I can see I'm giving you a headache. Hey, let me ask you a question. Have I
go
made you
for it.
feel? Have I made you feel disrespected one time since I've been on here?
No,
Even calling you Ronald? Because I like you,
No.
Ron.
no.
I'm gonna share a close personal story with Ron. So, Nikki Chooch goes to AWL, right? He forgets something very important: his belt. Ron Emerson took his belt that he was wearing, so Nikki Chooch's, isn't exposed in the ring. No wardrobe malfunctions happen. You did that for Chooch. I respect you forever. You helped the guy out when he was down.
Yeah, I remember that. We smoked a cigar at the end of the show.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, I remember that. And you were having car trouble, weren't you?
Yeah, we don't gotta talk about that.
Did it? Hey, no, you made it home. That was the important part.
I did make it home. It was a rough patch getting there, though. I mean, I got stuck in Boiling Springs, which is like the devil's asshole of South Carolina. Can I say that on here? I don't know. I just did.
Yeah, I can't really control whatever other people say. I just try to watch what I say now.
Can you bring back those comments so I can insult these mooks one at a time, please?
Oh, okay. Let's work on it. Luke Childer said Nikki.
Respect.
Let's see. Selfish Nikki Chooch stealing spotlight. Matt Cade. Who's Matt Cade?
Hey, how big is that ring? Looks like my kid could sleep in it.
Huh?
Is that 10 by 10? Jesus. Yeah, you're gonna get hurt in that thing. I mean, my coffee table is bigger than that that thing you call a wrestling ring. Hey kid, when you make it to the big time, come back with that comment. We could have not only a conversation but possibly a match. Stupid mook.
Gotcha. I love Christmas. I would leave my tree if Chris Thunder
Listen.
Anderson would allow me. There you go. You got Coco Buff up in the corner like he's scared to talk. He's just
It's
sitting
alright.
back laughing.
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
Having a good time.
Yep.
Yes, we always have a good time here.
Yep. He's just sitting back
Listen.
laughing.
Let me tell you something. Coco might not always be the man of words, but he's got the heart. And if you watch him in the ring, he's got the power. Don't sleep on the man. I don't know if I'm pointing in the right damn direction. You let me know. But
Other side, but yeah.
the kid might be taking the title. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Hey,
Well, there's
Hey.
no mic, but thing is, I'm gonna bring it to Trey one way or another.
Hey, don't call him Coco. Don't call him Buff. Don't call him late for dinner, but you might be calling him champion.
so 3 seconds is all it takes. 1, 2, 3. That's all it takes.
You know what's funny about that? When you do that right there, it makes a W. Because just like you, Nikki Chooch is a winner. You know what Matt Cade is? Right here, sweetheart.
Okay. I don't know who Matt Cade is, so that it
Neither
helps me
do I. That's what I'm saying. But he came
Oh,
on
that's-
here on your show disrespecting me. I mean, Ron, you should take the glasses off, take the whatever belt you're wearing now, and then teach that little mook a lesson. Whip his ass up and down the street.
Well, this is vinyl, man. It's not
Ah.
it's not a leather belt. It's one of those nylon. It's a nylon belt, man.
Sounds like
It's
it
one of
hurts.
those. Not really. It's kind of soft. This Joker's like 20 years old, bro.
You're
I
Ron. You're
don't-
making us look bad.
I don't buy
Grab a
new
spike
clothes.
bat out of the closet or something.
Well, what's in the closet's a whole lot worse than a spiked bat. Oh,
That's
There
what
you
I'm
go.
talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
that's what's in the closet. Anyway,
Hey,
let's see. Or a fast counting ref. A fast counting ref if the three, to get the three. Or, you can always choke somebody out. You can always
Eddie,
just choke people out.
have you ever heard of a
Choke people out
garrote
more.
wire?
A what?
It's old school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sword in the Godfather.
that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Luca Brasi sleeps with the fishes. Classic.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Ron,
Let's
ask me
see.
questions.
In my picture, it's definitely a 16 by 16. Hey, listen, we done been through this a few times. You challenged me, but you keep ducking me. Whenever you stop being afraid, then pick a time and place. I'll send you packing back to that concrete jungle, my friend.
Hey, I would love to go back to the concrete jungle. If you're paying, I'm going. But you want to keep coming with this disrespect, bring it on. The reason why I keep not knowing this Mook is because he's just like everybody on the internet. He's a keyboard warrior. And then you press him up against the wall when you find him at the grocery store and he goes running out. Probably doesn't even have a car. He gets on his bicycle and the chain breaks because he doesn't grease it correctly. But the dude always changes his name. He doesn't know who he is. That's the problem with half these wrestlers on the independents. You don't know who you are. Figure out who you are. You know who I am? I'm self-made Nikki Chooch. And at Cavendish Brewery, I'm going to come kick somebody's ass. And I'm going to remind anybody that's in that building, they're going to go home, tell their families, the wrestlers, they're going to go crying back to their families, and they're all going to know the name, Nikki Chooch, because I know who I am. Oh, sorry. Did I just cut a damn promo?
He did. How about Chooch in a triple threat Saturday?
Sold
Sold.
to the man in the Dale costume. It might actually be Dale.
Nikki, okay, now I will tell you for sure that you might want to pay attention to this statement. She says, Nikki, behave, sheesh, another bar of soap, Ron. So there's an honest to God statement, and there's video and photographic evidence of this happening.
Leave my gingerbread pillow alone.
I was walking to the ring, and I have a reputation, or had a reputation on this show, of being quite foul-mouthed and very inappropriate. I said all kinds of things. It was my show, and I was drinking half the time, at least. So I was bound to say God knows what. I walked past her in a crowd, and she put a bar of soap in my mouth while I'm walking past her, walking to the ring to go announce.
Ron, can I give you some advice?
What's that?
I got a good feeling Missy's probably at church on Sundays. You should start doing your shows on Sundays. Start drinking again, and we could have some real fun up in this bitch.
Well, that's the thing. I'm in church twice on Sundays as well. So, yeah, no. Not doing that.
Nikki likes to have fun.
Oh, I do too. That's not a lie. Let's see here. Matt Cade, I know a place Nikki will be at next week. Message me if you want it, but you won't.
And Luke's a good kid. Good kid.
Definitely.
I saw him on Cowboy Bob's podcast a couple weeks ago. Really good interview. He's really breaking himself in. Good for you, man. I hope people start to know your name more and more.
He is a good kid, definitely.
BLB.
I think that comment is directed at him. I'm gonna wait for him. Chooch out here promoting better than half the Carolinas. I mean, I think he's promoting pretty well. I'll definitely give him that. Definitely doing some work on the promo side.
What?
Right. Dale said Chooch out here promoting better than half the people in the Carolinas, and I definitely agree on the promo side of this.
Of course I am.
Now,
Yeah. I think I know what the triple threat is. He needs a heavyweight champion that knows how to let people know where to come see us.
Now, hold on. Now you're talking about Coco's match, so that's you might be stepping on some toes up here.
Coco,
You might want to relax.
I don't want to hurt your toes, but I do want gold. Every single time I step in a new promotion, I want gold. I can't
And
help it.
I want gold too, but don't worry about stepping on my toes. I have toes of steel.
Those are steel. I got balls of steel. That's why I come in and I challenge whoever, whenever, wherever.
Hey, and as you said earlier, Coco has heart. We got a heart of steel. We never back down from any challenge.
That's right.
1 second, guys.
All right, I'll talk. Nikki Chooch doesn't like that air. So
Yeah, me neither. But I'm trying to answer. I was
that's
trying to
okay.
answer
I know what
another
you're
person.
doing. Don't worry about it.
I know you
Um,
know.
You're telling Dave, and thanks for sending this mastermind my way and entertaining the masses. So
Oh yeah,
Coco
definitely.
Buff, welcome to the Nikki Chooch show. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me, Nikki.
So I need to know something. How much you bench, kid?
How much I bench? 315,
315. That is impressive, man. How old are you?
29.
29 years old, benching 315. You deadlift?
Of course I do.
Yeah, you think you could so there's this old broad that's always she's always laying on the street right in front of the convenience store where I like to get my cheapest cigars, right?
Okay.
And I don't know if she's got a home or what. You think you could just pick her up and throw her somewhere else?
Picking up for sure. Throwing, depends. Depends on
All
how I'm
right.
feeling.
Yeah, and if you're feeling good, dumpster sound nice.
Oh, a dumpster sounds amazing. I would
All
think.
right. Um, well, where do you like to get your breakfast? Like if you wanna go out and get some nice southern breakfast. I'm a New York dinner guy every single day, New York lunch, but I've really become into this southern breakfast. I like the biscuits and the gravy. I even started liking the liver mush. Tell me like where you like to go. What's a good spot for you?
So to be real with you, I cook my breakfast.
Cook your breakfast. Hey, maybe have Chooch over for breakfast sometime. We'll see how you do. I'll give
Yeah.
you I'll give you a star rating on Yelp.
Hey, I appreciate it. I mean, my door's always open.
Hey,
I mean, I'll cook for anybody.
us New Yorkers will make and break you with our Yelp review. I think us state is where the Karen came from. You know what I'm saying? If not, it's dirty Jersey.
I don't know too much about New York or Jersey, but I'll take your word on it.
How many places have you traveled in your lifetime?
So let's see. Throughout my life, furthest north I've been is Maryland. Furthest south I've been is Georgia. Right now I'm planning on taking a vacation within the next couple months. Right now, trying to decide between Florida and Texas. Haven't decided yet.
Hey, I like to tell you about a promotion a buddy of mine runs. It's DBW. When you get off of here, check them out. They're Dominant Breakout Wrestling. Watch some of this stuff. Maybe shoot them a message. Maybe you could get out to Maryland and work a couple matches over there. I know some guys that'll put you in a nice, comfortable situation.
DBW. I'll definitely check them out.
Yeah, the
Man,
Chooch will do that for you.
Maryland's got some wicked rules when it comes to this. Their athletics commission called me at night. It was like 9 o'clock at night to have a conversation with me because I was talking about a charity event up there. I think we were going to do something in Scott Hall's hometown
You need a license over there.
in Maryland. Yeah,
I guess Choochie's been flying under the radar.
the state of Maryland. Yeah, you need one.
Hey, hopefully nobody from Maryland watches this, and if you do, when you squeal, break your neck.
Well, I mean, considering I'm from Maryland, yeah, some people from Maryland still watch this.
Yeah, tell them to mind their business and not talk to anybody in the athletic commission.
I most of those people probably do not care. I'm just going to tell you straight up. Now, if the Athletic Commission watches it, that's a whole nother problem because the Athletics Commission does know my name. So I can't help that.
I can't see
let's
the
see
viewers
here.
on right now.
Do what?
Nothing.
Yeah, okay.
Welcome
Let's
back,
see.
Ron.
You're good.
Welcome back to the Nikki Chooch Show. I'm here with my other guest, Ron Emerson. Mr. David Escato, my favorite host, couldn't be here tonight. But what do we got to say, Ron?
She says, I think I want to forget this mooch's name. Ron, take care, and I'll look for you next time. So one viewer actually left the show because you're so awful. There's that.
Maybe she's the one who's awful because she's the only one saying this. Everybody else is saying nice things.
Oh, I don't know. Coco
Maybe
brought
she's
it
a
to me.
program. Maybe she's a bot. You know, nowadays we got these bots running around. This is what, Tony Khan likes to blame. He likes to blame bots for everybody talking crap about his show, but it's actually just terrible.
Agreed. No lie detected. Tommy Okami said Coco brought it to me when we wrestled. I don't know if he'll beat Trey, but I think he can.
Yeah, that's nice, Tommy. Now say something nice about me.
Nikki, are you going to cause me to come to Mountain City, Tennessee?
I would love that. Wait, is that bad?
That was Missy Childers.
No, I know. I'm saying, was that bad? Like, I would love that. Come see Nikki Chooch wrestle in Mountain City, Tennessee. Unless you're saying in a bad way where, I'm going to be running around the ring while you're chasing me with a flip-flop. That doesn't sound like fun for Nikki.
Just a bar of soap.
I could outrun a bar of soap.
She can throw pretty fast.
Sounds like you know from experience, Ronald.
Yep. Matt Kane said,
"Hey, this is how all the high flyers." Never mind.
Oh, I already know
when
that.
they throw their super kicks.
Oh yeah, and then when they slap. There you go.
No. Yeah, I punch you for real.
Yeah. Matt Cade said balls of steel, more like no balls. Is it the convenience store on the west side of Gastonia? I think Dale knows exactly who you're talking about at the convenience store.
Hey, me and Dale, we're around the same area, so he might. And as far as the other Mook, I'm not talking to nobody's no more.
Now you were talking about gas station or convenience store when you go to get a cheaper cigar. Are you smoking bone shakers?
No.
Dude, have you tried one?
No, I haven't.
Try a bone shaker. Bone shaker. From the convenience store. It's like $7. Not bad for $7. Not gonna lie to you. Bone shaker.
Bone shaker.
Yep.
This is my mouse tool. It does many things. It's a microphone. It's a notepad. It's whatever I want it to be.
What is your catch weight?
Fuck does that mean? Oh, sorry, Missy.
I don't know. Luke, what's the catch weight?
I got a filthy mouth. Can't help it. Born and raised. My mother, she was she said every disgusting word to me, and trust me, she beat me down. She showed me some of the best punches I got. Not on purpose, but you get hit with enough of them, you learn from them.
Gotcha. Coco Buff can deadlift even the biggest chunk. What's a chungus? I'm out of the loop. I'm like 10 years older than you. So what's that mean?
Okay. So chungus,
it's that lady by the convenience store.
Yeah, just dead weight, if you will. Yeah, just dead weight.
All right, Tommy. Now say something nice about me.
I don't. Oh, okay. Let's see. Eddie Harper chiming in. Too many bots. Chooch's #1 fan. And
I have more than one, just so you know.
What is what we don't know what catch weight means. What does catch weight mean? That's what we're saying, Missy. We don't
Yeah.
know what catch weight means.
We need somebody to start breaking things down. Catch weight, Chungus. What's a Matt Cade?
Oh,
A loser.
shoot weight. Shoot weight. In other words, what do you really weigh? 130 on the money right now.
I'm 210.
God, Ron, I hope we don't have another hurricane. I'd hate to see it go.
Well, I dropped I've dropped over 50 pounds since you saw me. I dropped 55 since you saw me last
Are you
in
sick?
person. No, I went on a diet and I'm in the gym like, a couple times a week.
Listen, I had neurovirus. It was the worst and best thing.
Uh, I don't know what happened. Okay. So catch weight is a weight that you can catch and
Am I on?
hold. Yeah, you're back. Catch
Somebody
weight.
tried to call me.
Yeah, tell them you're busy.
I am busy.
So it's a weight that you can catch and hold for 30 seconds. Like the most heavy weight you could catch and hold for 30 seconds is what that is. I have no. So in other words, if I took a cinder block and threw it at you and you caught it, you can hold it for 30 seconds. How many cinder blocks can like I don't know, like an 80-pound sack or a 100-pound sack of concrete? I understand weight like that, but I don't understand how you can throw weight like bigger than that, catch it and hold it.
No disrespect, Coco, but Chooch is ready to answer some questions like that. Like, what kind of punches you got in your arsenal?
You said what kind of punches?
No, we're talking about me.
Okay.
You got the jab, bam, knock you the hell out. You want the hook? Oh, hey. Everybody loves a nice uppercut. Nicky Chooch has got it all.
Hey, can we say haymaker?
Haymaker. Oh, I just sat down. Hey, Mook, you want to come back over here? I got to tell you something. Come here. Yeah, what we got here? Got this guy over here. What was his name? Matt something? Hey, yeah, Matt. Hey, you want to come over there? Sleeps with the fishes. Good night.
Gotcha.
Speechless. They're speechless.
100%. Let's see here.
I'm so damn
Nicky
beautiful.
got a voice that puts me in the mood for deep dish pizza.
Hey,
That's pretty good.
the enchanting one told me that I got a voice that puts him in the mood for deep dish pizza. It sounds like maybe I'm a little bit enchanting too,
Yeah, now that he says that deep dish pizza does sound pretty good right about now.
Yep.
Now, if we could unravel that real quick, deep dish pizza is bullshit. You need to go to a real pizzeria. Manhattan, Brooklyn, even Long Island. I used to go to Sayville, Long Island, Mark Anthony's. Amazing spot. But I get it. Sometimes your mom and dad aren't home or whatever, and you're young and you got some pizza in the freezer you got to heat up. That's really the only excuse. I'm serious when it comes to pizza.
Gotcha. All right.
All right.
1 second. I'm answering another message. Let's see here. Oh, Missy, thank you. Yeah, it was not. It was just something I needed to do. I didn't want to buy new clothes because I'm cheap. So I lost weight, so I didn't have to buy new clothes. Let's see, 6 matches, 2 Saturday, including 2 tag matches, a triple threat, and an open challenge, 2 title matches, with one being a no DQ. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Got to use inflatable because you can't step in the ring with me for real. That's pretty embarrassing, Chuchi, is what Matt has to say. What is your favorite kind of pizza you like, Nikki?
I sometimes I will go and I'm gonna talk to my old friend over here, Mr. Ron. After Warp Tour, I think it was Warp Tour 2011. I
Okay.
went and I bought an entire buffalo pie from Mark Anthony's, and I shared it amongst like maybe 3 friends. We were drunk on pizza. I swear to God, we had some beers too. We definitely we were not moving. You know, we were incapacitated after that. It like really hit the spot. But you know, you could get a ziti slice. You could go for like a regular slice, um, pepperoni, meatball. There's a penne alla vodka slice that's really good. If you go to West Islip in Long Island, and there's a place by the church, True Worship in Brooklyn. I can't remember the street. It's been so damn long, but it looks like a dump, but they got the best pizza ever. I mean, sometimes I used to drive 2 hours just to get it.
Wow. Oh, that's a there's a lot of there's a lot there's some different decent pizza down here. I'll just have to I'll send you a message to let you know where I have actually found decent pizza. You know, I'm not from as far north.
I don't want to hear it.
It's
don't.
authentic. It's authentic.
No interest.
Authentic Greek.
Authentic Greek.
It's the real.
Ugh,
It's the real.
Greek.
Nah.
Yeah, listen. You want to tell me where to find a nice gyro? You could tell me about Greek or gyro, as those people call it. But and the sauce that's it goes pretty good with it. But that's when I'm in the mood for Greek. When I'm talking about home, when I'm talking about the real thing, when I'm talking about pizza, I'm talking about New York. Definitely not talking about Jersey. Wouldn't go near a Pennsylvania slice. But North Carolina, it's like the bowels of pizza.
That's why I said South Carolina. You'll just have to.
Worse.
No.
Worse.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Who knows? Me or you? Hey, Ron, by the way, congratulations on the weight loss. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. You really.
Oh no,
didn't.
you're good. You're good.
Yeah, she made me feel bad. Now I'm like, good job.
Nah, dude. Like I said, well, diet, stress, and mental anguish, things like that. That'll just take the weight right off of you.
I care about your health.
Yeah, me too.
You got
And
more
so-
hair than Dave, and let's keep it that way.
And
Yeah,
so do my
I care,
kids.
I care about your health too.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, what we're gonna do is I have got to take a quick 5 minutes. So what we're gonna do is I have
Speed
got
round.
somebody else backstage who's about to come on, and then I will be jumping right back in the show. How does that sound?
Sounds like Big Nick energy.
All right. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in a very long time, welcome back to the Wrestling Wire. He's too cold to hold.
Oh, I thought.
AJ Frost. What's up, man?
The one and only. How are you guys doing?
Doing quite well. Hey, you just heard me say I'm going to take a quick step out. I've got to take care of something. You know how it is, bro. And I'm glad you are back, and you are back at a decent time. It's great news, considering what it could have been.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely. Because all BS and everything aside, what people really don't know is the guy that used to be like this real callous, brutal person, I killed that one. I actually don't show that side anymore. I'm just my genuine self now. This isn't a promo. This isn't anything. This is just really who I am. So that's a person that actually gives a crap about another human being, and tries to let them know that they've got their back. Speaking of, I'll be back.
and we'll be right back. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. I'm just kidding. How you guys doing?
How are you? Can they hear us?
Yeah, they can hear us. We're famous now.
We've always been famous, Chooch.
Hey, welcome to
yeah.
the Nikki Chooch Show.
Coco, nice to officially meet you.
Oh, yeah, nice to meet you as well.
I'm looking forward to Saturday, guys.
Absolutely. You know, they say I wasn't official for this show, but when Nikki Chooch wants to be somewhere, boom, I'm there.
Well, I believe you're pretty official. You having a three-way dance, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah, thanks to Mr. Dale. If you're still watching, Dale, I appreciate you, brother.
And let me be the first to say, Dale has done a great job with UCW. I wanted to come on board. I don't have much to offer. I'm 41 years old, but I do have great ideas. I'd like to come in. I'd like to help make the promotion better, the talent better, and just have fun in wrestling because that's what's missing.
Yeah, 41 years young, man. 41 years young. And you got a whole lot of experience and knowledge to drop on these kids. Talk about it.
Yeah.
I do my best. Like I said, I've had to slow down in the past few years, but I love wrestling, man. My body's just not able to do it every week like I was, but I have a lot to offer, and I think that all of us together combined can make UCW into something great.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you one thing, that the North and the South, we've been fighting for way too long. I mean, I'm still gonna knock some mooks out from the South. Don't get me wrong. If it's a triple threat match, Nikki Chooch is winning it. Three-way dance, triple threat, whatever you want to call it. But as far as putting a good show together and letting people know just who the hell we are, and making this crowd go home and tell somebody else who tells somebody else exactly what this company is and watch it grow, I'm all part of that. I'm part of growth. I'm part of making things that are this big bigger. I'm from New York. There's nothing bigger than New York.
Maybe Spartanburg, South Carolina, but I'm kind of partial to that. But
We're both gonna be impartial. We could stand here and argue, but that's the thing. That's what they want us to do.
That's exactly right.
Let's not participate in that. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna find our differences, but what we need to do is work on those similarities and those common goals and work together.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
It takes a whole team to make something great.
I hate bigotry, I hate racism, I hate all that stuff. I hate. I like to hate you just because you got a stupid face. But when it comes to just hating somebody, you know, because of the color of their skin or the sexuality or anything like that, I don't get down like that. Or just because I'm from the North and you're from the South, I don't like that little gangline war stuff either. I come from Brentwood, New York, a place where they have Latin Kings, MS-13, Bloods, Crips. Shouldn't be talking about this. Let me shut up. But I come from a place where everybody just hated each other, and you know what I wanted? I wanted to get out.
Well, I'm glad you did. I have a similar background. I think wrestling was our calling, and I don't know if this is the same for you, Coco, but wrestling has been my life for almost 30 years. Chooch, I know you've been in it for a while, and I'm just glad to be on board with UCW and be able to work with you guys.
And you make a really good point. I was on board with it for a while, but one thing the three of us could probably have in common is before we were on board with it, we were in love with it. You know, like people like to throw around that word mark, but if that's the case, I'll always be one because I'll always have my heroes. I'll always be the guy that looks up to somebody that got me into wrestling. You know, the first time I turned on that show and saw what was happening in that ring, we all fell in love with that thing. That's what really brings us together. Hey, Mr. Cigars is back.
Fucking those high dollar cigars. I hear you.
Oh no, this is a cheapo. I ain't gonna be out here that long. If I was gonna be out here that long, yeah, I'd go grab one that's gonna burn for about 45 minutes. I'd go open up a $100 bottle of bourbon and pour me a glass. But I'm not gonna be out here that long. But either way.
Let me say thank you for allowing us to come on. Thank you for giving us time. Thank you for kind of waiting around on me. I really appreciate it.
Man, it's no problem. Like I said,
Let me also say something.
okay.
been a huge inspiration and very motivational in the past few weeks to me, and I really appreciate that.
You know, I wasn't going to go into that.
Well, I wanted to go into that. I do appreciate you.
Look, dude, if you didn't know do you know who reached out to me to
No.
tell me to contact you?
No, sir.
He's in the audience. It's Missy. Missy contacted me because she was worried about you, and she asked me to contact you.
That makes sense. Well,
So
okay.
that's how that went down. And don't go into any further details on what happens. You know what I'm saying?
I just wanted to thank you.
That's fine. I just don't want it to go much. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to go much further. There's a time and place for everything.
I understand. Kind words mean a lot, and I just wanted to thank you.
Believe it or not, I actually know when to shut my mouth.
Me and you's been talking a little bit too, Nikki. So thank you, and Coco. I'd like to get to know you as well. I really think we can do good at UCW, guys, if we all work together.
Yes, sir, Mr. AJ.
Oh yeah, I see great things indeed for the future.
Yeah. AJ, I'm gonna bring one thing up.
No, go ahead, right on it.
It's been it's been a weird 5 years, I'll say. And I've known you for probably the last 4. If I didn't know you directly, I knew of you.
Yeah. I don't know if
And
it's a thing or a bad thing, but
well, that's the thing.
right.
You can hear everything you want to about a person. You can hear everything you want to about a man. You can hear everything, good, bad, indifferent, whatever. But until you talk to that person, it ain't what it seems.
There's two
Right?
to every story. I'm no saint, but things happened. It worked out. We're on the other end of that now.
Right. And I'm gonna say that there's 3 sides to every story. There's side A, side B, and what God saw.
And
So
what blew my mind and kind of hurt me more than anything is all I've ever had is wrestling. I love wrestling, and I just want to be involved and be with the guys and be able to help out. I may be 41, but I still have a lot to offer.
there's a match that I've been trying to sell for 18 months that features you.
Really?
I've been trying to sell you and Thomas Braswell. Or no, I'm sorry. I've been trying to sell you and Thomas Extreme. I have been trying to push for that match for 18 months.
We've never been in the ring together. We've tagged once.
I know.
Take
I
my
know.
money.
That's why do you think okay, that's one of the matches I've been trying to sell. There's another match that I just started working on trying to sell. And it involves one of our friends, Brino Royce. And let's just say, gosh, the professional wrestler that he is would make a great opponent for Brino Royce.
Well, that's very interesting.
Oh, I don't know how much you want to talk about that one, but I've written some of the most insane things and sent them wherever they could go. I was writing for back in the day. You knew I was writing stuff when we first met.
Yes.
And you knew I was involved in trying to get things moving.
Right.
You saw what I wrote. I handed you the book and let you see this is where we go and this is why and this will be great at the end. And you loved it and your opponent loved it. But I couldn't get the company to bite.
Right. There's always
So,
side forces working against us somehow.
mm-hmm. And the one person who was supposed to be the booker loved it. The booker loved it. The owner didn't love it. That's why it didn't go. It wasn't the booker, it was the owner. And you already know exactly where I'm talking about.
I do.
Hmm.
I do. Guys, I'm looking forward to Saturday.
Yep. So you and Chad Colt, man, I said that y'all been knowing each other like 10, 15, 20 years,
20 something at least, yes.
right? So you and him have been across the ring from each other and you've been on the same teams. Y'all got a veteran team advantage, in my opinion.
That's very true, and we're coming in as the older guys, but I want to put this out there. No disrespect to Coco, no disrespect to Chooch or anyone else on the roster, but this 41-year-old man is willing to stand up to all the competition. I want to show everyone what I still have. Chooch, I followed you. Coco, I've been following you. I think we could have some great matches, but of course, guys, I'm going to come out on top. I just want to let you know that first.
Hey, Frosty, let me tell you something. Everybody loves a comeback story. You a big fan of Rocky?
I am.
Think about that. Think about how you wanted to see Rocky come back and get that win against Apollo. Think of how you wanted to see him, somehow defeat Clubber Lang, how he was going to be able to beat the Russian. No matter how old he got, you still wanted to see Rocky come back and kick some ass. Be that Rocky, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The older I get, the more out of place I feel. But I actually had a match a couple weeks ago, and I felt great. So,
Hey,
Well,
I'm in Gastonia, North Carolina. How out of place do you think I feel? But you know what? I'm not gonna change for nobody. And if they don't learn to accept me, well, guess what? They're gonna get what's coming to them.
we'll see. That's what I like and respect about you.
well,
Being very quiet, brother.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just taking it all in and enjoying it. I mean, because again, with the whole veteran thing, honestly, I'm just listening to what you got to say because I try to get the wisdom from as much wisdom as I can from the older guys.
Well, I'm here, and I'll talk with you Saturday, man. Anytime you have any questions, willing to help. Ron knows that I'm willing to help, and Chooch does too. I just want to have fun, guys. I haven't had fun in a long time. I've always heard when it's not fun, it's time to quit. But I do have fun at the certain places with certain guys, as long as they're trained and know what they're doing.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't. That's and if y'all wanted the honest opinion on why I don't work as many shows as I do, that's it. I've got too much else going on to waste my time.
Oh man, it was an honor when you walked up into the asylum that night. I was like, "What? I have Ron Emerson here? Wow!"
Oh man, what when at Cole's show
You were
or
there
the Cole when we had Cole's match?
one night or something, didn't you?
I showed up in September. That was just to drop something off though. But yeah, I've worked two different shows at the asylum. One was the charity event for Travis,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one was I did the announcing for the main event for the PWU, or I did the PWU main event, and then you guys had your main event
Right.
afterwards,
Yes, sir.
which still to this day, grateful to have Sean Legacy, Drew Hood, Cole Maccabee, and myself in that building.
Absolutely. That was great for us and the organization as a whole.
Yeah, because everybody can now see Sean Legacy on TV every week,
Yes.
and
Hopefully
I
these
said it then.
can get signed and get hooked up, man.
I said it the first time I saw him. The first time I saw him in the ring, I'm like, that's it. Like, why? Why does he not have a contract?
See, I didn't actually get to see their match. I had to go back and watch it, and I was like, oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
when the funny story, the first week I took over the asylum, I actually tried to book Chooch, but things just didn't work out for us. I mean, you know, that's how it goes. It's all business. I actually reached out to him. I've always been a fan and followed your work. And like I said, Coco, I've been following you too, man.
Yeah.
It's all about business, and
Yeah.
you know, there's always another time down the road to mend fences that, you know, didn't get knocked down, but just might have got, you know, torn up a little bit.
Well, there was just some miscommunication there.
Exactly.
And you'll have that when you have 3 or 4 people running back and forth between 2 guys, telling them this and telling them that and telling them this.
Hey, they call that the telephone game. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, no, I didn't say that.
Yeah, this industry is famous for that one. It's
Mhm.
absolutely famous for that one.
What do they call
It's-
that? They say tell a friend, tell a phone, tell a wrestler.
Yeah.
The one thing that bothers me, when I first started, it was a brotherhood. But these days, it seems so far from that.
It does.
You know what
Yeah.
I like to say? Location, location, location. If you're looking around and you're not liking what you see, it's time to go somewhere else where you could be happy.
Well,
That's
the other thing is, if you find a good company or a good core group of guys that you can work with, you got it made, because all your shows are going to be fun, you know. And when the crowd realizes these are good because they are a cohesive unit and not a bunch of, you know, self-righteous people, or self-indulgent people would be the best way to put it.
right.
The crowd's going to get behind it, and then the crowd is going to increase. If you don't think that these people, that these fans that go to these shows, go on their social media and talk about the show, and or you know, tell their friends in Messenger, oh my God, this is awful, or you're out of your mind.
I've seen a few of those texts myself from fans.
I get them. And I've been predominantly out. I have attended one show in 2025. One. I have not worked a show in 2025 at all. And I'm fine with that. Don't get it twisted. But still getting those messages is weird to me. Companies I'm not even associated with.
Yeah, same here. Hopefully, what we can do with UCW is kind of gain more attention, get some better quality guys in there, and we already have a great roster. But I think with the additions we've made and the shows we have coming up, I think that we can all really do something with UCW. And I just want to thank everybody for being on board. And I know Dale Blackwell as well wants to thank everyone. Is very appreciative.
Yeah, I'm happy to be a part of it, and thank you for the opportunity. And also, much thanks to Dale as well.
Oh, this is probably the part where I'm supposed to talk. Yeah, Nikki Chooch is gonna come in. He's gonna get it done. He's gonna win because what am I? Eh? Come on, you said it before. I'm a winner.
Yes, you're a winner.
Let me actually be humble for a second. Don't blink because you might miss it. First of all, thank you so much for having me. Thank you for having all of us. Thank you, AJ. Thank you, Coco, for all your time and patience with my loudmouth ass.
Nikki, thank you very much. Coco, thank you. And Ron, more importantly, thank you.
Hey guys, not a problem. We're gonna catch up on some comments, and let's see here. Let's see. Hey AJ, it's glad to see your face. AJ, good to see you. You still got it. It's great to have helped people I grew up around and grew up watching on Whitney Road.
Oh wow, that makes me feel old.
Yeah, I hear stories about Whitney Road to this day.
Let's not tell them.
Well, no. I hear predominantly fond things of that.
We had a good time there.
Yep. Let's see. Oh, he says he can make it happen. I'll work on the AJ and Thomas match. There you go. That's how look, that's how things get done. I've been trying to sell that match for 18 months. No lie. You can ask Michael King. That's how long ago it's been. I was talking to Michael King about that match, saying I wanted that match.
I believe it happened, son. I believe.
Gotcha. Missy says you will do good. Most definitely. AJ, please reach out to Chris. He may need you next weekend. As long as the fans are talking, something is happening. If the fans are talking good, yes.
I've always heard any publicity is good publicity. So I mean, it is what it is.
I can't 100% agree with that.
Ron, hey guys, you're gonna have to give me a second. My child that just got home from the ER is screaming.
Okay, check on it.
Well,
Just mute your microphone real quick, or you know what? I'll do it. Just let me know when you're back. You're good. You can put the phone down. Yep. Oh, well, he straight up left.
Hey, Dale Blackwell's giving out full-size chocolate bars on Halloween. Let me just talk about a match that I've been looking at. I think that me and JP Lehman would be really fun.
Oh, that would be good. That would be good.
I've been watching his stuff. I admire it. So no disrespect. Straight out the gate, face to face, and location. If some place will have it, if Dale will have it himself or somebody else, hey, have some fun.
Definitely. Let's see here. Trying to catch up on the final comments. Whitney Road was AJ, you're old, and Whitney Road was so fun. And Missy's favorite was the Chesney Coliseum. But yeah, definitely AJ, I know you're not here, but definitely it needs to hit them people up. Let's see, when he's available, I'll do, maybe that could be a big ticket match for the Apple Festival this year. Definitely. Yep, check into it, man. Thomas Extreme, the Cardio King himself, the Cardio Casanova. That would be a fantastic.
We lost you, man. Audio. Ron, you muted yourself. Maybe I should sing some Sinatra? What do you think, Coco?
I mean, by all means, serenade the masses.
Let's see. Fly me to the moon. Let Ron's audio start to work. Take those headphones and throw them in the trash.
Okay, so you guys can hear me, but I
I
can't
hear you now.
It's awesome. It's freaking great.
I hear you, Ron.
And I'm sure it's low right now.
Ron,
I don't know what just happened.
but you're good
I've
again.
been plagued with technical difficulties all night long.
You made me sing, you son of a bitch. I had no choice.
Yeah.
Into the fire.
It's dropped its connection. That's awesome.
I know what I'm getting Ron Emerson for Christmas.
The show this way.
We get him a beautiful $200 pair headset.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. We're gonna chip in, Ron. We're gonna take care of you. We're gonna make sure that you have the best audio quality possible. He gave us the hang tight sign, but in my nature, I can't stop talking.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, seeing that you're from New York, I have so many questions now.
Okay.
What? Hit me.
Oh,
Okay, especially with the whole pizza thing too. So,
There we go.
what's the best pizza joint in New York? You know,
Well, think about it. Who's the best wrestler in the world? It's always going to come down to a matter of opinion. So I could say what I think, but is my opinion the be all say all? I'll say it is, but not everybody else will.
Right.
yeah, it is true.
Geno's, Geno's on 76th Street is incredible. People, from the moment it opens, the line is down the block, and in New York, not too many people in the city are really driving. Most people kind of walk. They got all the means of transportation, take the bus, take a cab. But Geno's, everybody loves Geno's.
Right.
Geno's 76. I will keep that in mind.
Yeah, bro, and that's not even Long Island. That's not even where I was born. That's just when I take the train and I go out there. That's where I'm going.
It's kind of like when I go home. There's a couple of restaurants that I will go to specifically. One being a place that I worked at when I was a kid. I'm there every time when they open for breakfast. I make sure to leave here specifically at 10 p.m. so I can get there when they open at 6. Driving
And
all night to get there.
that's the kind of thing that makes your day, right? Once you
Right.
get back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start off there. I leave there smoking a cigar. I drive to a place called Colton's Point. There's a island off of the mainland, and you can see it from the mainland, and you can see the cross. That place in the 1500s is where the first ever Christian mass took place on this country. For
Where the
this
hell is this, Ron?
St. Mary's County, Maryland. It's St. Clement's Island.
Huh.
So Scott Hall was born in St. Mary's County, Maryland. Scott Hall, the wrestler's from St. Mary's County, Maryland. He's buried there, about 35 minutes from where I was raised.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
I knew his
Learn
mom.
a thing or two.
Like I knew his mom. I knew Scott Hall's mother.
That's
when I was a
crazy.
kid. Yeah, it's wild, dude. But let's see. Tommy Scott said Nikki Chooch sucks, and then he says, "How you doing?"
Oh, punk ass kid.
Yep. Yeah.
I like his
Missy-
dad. His dad's got class. His dad needs to take his Xbox or something.
Yeah, Missy, y'all could hear me, but I couldn't hear you. The microphone that was working was actually embedded in the camera. You can't see it. It's right there. But that microphone was how you could hear me. I couldn't hear anything. My headset got completely DC'd somehow. I don't know, but I'll deal with it later. Let's see.
Does
here.
that mean discombobulated?
Disconnected?
I complicated the shit out of that.
Yeah, for no reason.
Yeah,
But
for real.
anyway, But anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming on. You're welcome to stay while I close out the show. If you want, that is entirely up to you. But I'm gonna run through. We already know Saturday coming up. We have Gastonia. I do have the flyer for it. I do not have. Where is my other window? Oh, it's completely gone.
I'm gonna
I
do this on
have-
purpose.
Yeah, no.
Hey Ron, I'm gonna send you something. I want you to. Oh, ignore that other one.
You're
What
not
I
making
just
it
sent
easy.
you. Use that flyer.
If I can get Facebook Messenger to cooperate, sure. Messenger's being a pain right now.
Oh damn it. All right.
Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Messenger. That one. All right. I got it. Give me a second. I gotta get it. I gotta add it here.
I'm guessing my promo snuck by you. That's why you were so surprised. But get over onto my page and you'll see me promoting the show.
Yep, check this out, guys. Doors open at 4:45 or 5:45. The show starts at 6:30 over here, North Chester Street in Gastonia, North Carolina. That's the Gas House Slam at Cavendish Brewing Company. Like I say, I'm gonna run through what we know we got going on, and y'all are welcome to hang out, or you know, I will talk at you when I talk at you. But thank you as always to XWW Extreme World Wrestling for having us on the Roku network. Greatly appreciated. And be sure you are following extremetvonline.com. $4.99 a month, first 5 days free. Shout out to Redhead Witch Designs. Cool stuff coming up. Cool stuff still for sale. Please check out Redheaded Witch Design, one of our great sponsors. And be on the lookout for the next iteration of the Guardian Angel series. That is a cool charity thing. There's a lot to be said about that, but definitely something you guys are going to want to check into. Coming up, Extreme Warfare. This was last weekend, so not that one. Let's see here. Wrestling for Rolling Ridge was also last weekend, March 20th. That was last weekend, March 23rd, last weekend. Anyway, yeah, I had a bunch of old stuff still loaded up. XWW returns to Waxhaw Tap House Friday, April 25th. For their next one, here's the entire XWW schedule. The Carolina Beer Temple XWW Survival will be this Saturday. Live internet pay-per-view, 7 p.m. Come and check it out. All shows are free admissions. Alpha Underground Resistance line coming up. The next show for them will be April the 5th. And their hostility show will be April 19th. And that is it for the show. Man, look, everybody left. Everybody left. It's just you and me now. So, anyways, thank you guys as always for tuning in. It was a heck of a show. We had a lot of great conversations. So go check out indie wrestling, man. Go be at the shows. Go sit in the crowd. Enjoy being a fan. Just be a fan. I promise you, it's better to be sitting in the crowd and enjoying a show, especially if you can get into some of these free shows, than it is to sit at home and do nothing. Take my word for it. And if I don't see you at the shows, or if I don't see you here, I'll see you at the indies. Have a good night.